Hey everybody, it's Lee from Inflatable Office. Wanted to go over our distance charges page real quick. It's really easy to set up and it's incredibly flexible. So I'm going to pop over into distance charges here, and you can see we've got a lot of different ways to charge customers for delivery depending on how far away they are. Zip codes. This can be, if you just don't want to service a certain zip code, I could mark the exclude button, and that'll basically not allow customers to either get a quote or get an online booking when I have those excluded. Or, if I want to do a mileage charge, but certain zip codes are hard to get to, I could maybe just list in a custom fee for that specific zip code right there. Distance tiers, I'm able to go in and set up, let's do this from scratch. Let's say we have a free delivery radius, so I'll say, okay, up to 10 miles is actually a $0 charge. I'll go ahead and add that in, and then anything up to 20 is a $40 charge, and I can go on with these forever and ever. Now, once I have these set up, any customer that is outside of what I have listed in these tiers, let's say a 21-mile job, what our system will do is we're going to take the highest tier possible, which in this case we only went up to the second one. So we would apply a $40 charge, and then it's going to reference whatever our mileage rate is. So let's say I had $2 in here, and I had a 21-mile radius. It's going to take the $40, and for that extra mile, it's just going to take that $2 right there. So their total charge would be $42 for a 21-mile job. I'm also able to set custom state right here, so I can, if I'm only working within one state, we can leave that as it is, or I can list out multiples, and I also have totals. And this is good for determining how far I'm willing to go, but what event total I need to justify that distance. So I could type in saying anything up to 30 miles, I need it to be at least a $300 event. And from here, I'll go up to 60, and then I need this to be at least a $500 event. So these are all pretty self-explanatory, and once you have them set up, you can just play around with it, read them out loud, see if it makes sense for what you're looking to charge your customers there. We also have these restrict buy options, okay? And these are important because each one of these, and they can all be used concurrently, but each one of these is going to determine if any of these fields we set up, if they're actually deal breakers. So if I were to check mark the zip code option, that would mean that only customers that have their zip code listed here could book. I could also select distance, and that means that you have to be listed in one of these distance tiers I've set up. So if you don't fall within this, that also is not going to get you a booking. I can make state restriction as well. So if you're not listed in one of the states that we service, you're not going to be able to move forward. Or total. And again, it's the same thing, but with these total tiers we set up down here. So you can click on any of these that you want. Once you're done editing this page, always remember to hit the save and close button just so these settings take effect. And the restriction type, that's just going to determine whether or not we even give that person a quote if they don't meet one of these qualifications, or if we just don't give them an auto booking. And I can hover over all these options to get clarification on what they mean here. So once you have this set up, what I really recommend, just for your own peace of mind and you know how your company's operating, go ahead and submit some test leads. You can do that on your own over on your leads and events page by clicking the add lead and event button, or you could go to your website and try this out and just make sure that the charges are coming out and displaying the way you want them to. And if you're having any trouble, just reach out to our team. We'll be more than happy to help. Thanks a lot.